Hello.
Hello.
It's been a while. Sorry about that. It's been a bit busy, isn't it, lately?
Just slightly. Sorry, I'm having to get out. Otherwise, I go like that and you can't see me.
We're trying to get the shine off of us. It's a beautiful day. We hope you've all fared well in all these horrible storms and flooding. Not had too many issues.
Well, what have we got this week?
So, throwback now to about a month ago.
Oh dear.
We did our day volunteering on Python the Workboat on the Chesterfield Canal.
Yep.
Whilst our boat was out of the water for blacking.
Well spotted. We did that indeed.
And then I had some anxious moments when we went to do the Heights of Abraham at Matlock Bath.
Yes, white knuckle ride. Not that it was dangerous.
No, it wasn't, but I'm not too good on cable cars.
Oh, don't give it that way. So
yeah, a little bit different. Python the Workboat, and then a day out.
A day out? We got away from a boat?
We did, yeah. We had a week off the boat, didn't we? Well, 5 days off the boat whilst she was being blacked.
Shh, don't tell everybody the law want to visit.
So we hope you enjoy.
So push the button, ring the bell, it's free to you and me and Tash and the cyclists that keep coming past.
See you at the end.
In a bit.
Here we are at West Stockwith. And looking forward to finally to our day of volunteering on Python the Workboat. Those of you that haven't seen our videos before, Python is fully crewed and managed by volunteers. It's a historic workboat who helps to keep the Chesterfield Canal in working condition, litter picking, clearance of rubbish and large items in the canal, and some jobs that CRT asked them to do. So we'll see what the day brings. There we go, covers rolled up, engine on, ready to go. And we're off, heading from West Stockwith to the final destination of Drayton later on today. Just going up towards Misselton. First up to get this large log out so it doesn't get caught in anyone's crop. There we go, success. Bring back some of the overhanging trees. Enjoying chugging along on Python?
Yep.
What have you achieved so far today?
Getting wet. In the face. Opening locks. Closing locks.
Really lovely to be back here on the Chesterfield Canal.
This is the bit where we lost it, wasn't it?
A bit further along, yeah, we got blown into the bank when we were on here, didn't we? We've got Jenny at the helm. Doing an excellent job of steering. Joe's up front on watch for any debris floating that we can retrieve as we go along. Luckily, before we meet this narrow piece of canal, got a boat coming the other way, it's got plenty of space to pass before we go through the area of reeds. Bring it this way.
We've also got all part of Goblin in it, I think.
No, I'd say it's probably Manky Canal water in it. Come through Shore Lock, and now we're making our way to Gringley Lock. Just come into Gringley Lock. There's a river cruiser that passes a bit earlier on, so we just did Shore Lock with them, and they're waiting for us to do Gringley Lock with them as well. And then it's not that far through Drake Hole's tunnel and to our mooring spot and back to our van. It's been a lovely day. And we've got Keith steering now, making an excellent job of it. Been a bit challenging doing this section from Shore Lock to Gringley Lock. Water's been quite low in places. And we're grounded again. And this is what boat poles are for. Push us off when we're stuck. Sharing the lock with the river cruiser again, always a bit nerve-wracking. Still versus wood or plastic, not sure what it's made of. I think it is plastic. Steel versus plastic, never a good combination. Uh-oh, Paul's having a go at steering.
Comparison in difference, and again the fact that like she's deeply drowned.
Steering on the seat. Can't see the top of the boxes on ours.
So little Miss Sunshine has got the privilege of taking Python over the tunnel. How about that?
We know how to live well and spoil ourselves, don't we?
Yes, we're back in the country again. Oh, but we're not on a boat.
We've paid for overnight parking in Matlock Bath railway station car park.
Yeah, highlights of all the highlights of places.
But there's an illumination display every Saturday and Sunday evening from the beginning of October to the end of November.
So we're here.
So we're going to go have a look at it tonight.
Yeah, spend the night in the car park, and then tomorrow we're going to use our Christmas presents.
I'm going to be scared.
Cable cars.
See the white of that sign behind us? That's probably the colour I will be tomorrow. Or maybe even the green. Cable cars aren't my strength.
Are we going to watch somebody get a little sick over the top of them as they go underneath?
You haven't seen me on the cable car yet, have you?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
That'll be good fun tomorrow.
So we're off to the Heights of Abraham tomorrow, all being well, and weather depends.
Yeah, it's supposed to be dry in the morning, so as we're staying in the car park, we should be alright.
Or whether it be dry, we're still going to do it.
And then back to the boat tomorrow night to see if it's going back in the water on Tuesday.
What can we say? Proud as punch.
Take you to the illuminations with us. See you in a bit.
In a bit. So we're here. We're walking the wrong way round, as you can see.
Observe the masses and do the opposite.
Yeah, all I saw was that one. And I thought, oh, we'll go and see that one, but it's on the way out. So we'll go the right way, but we're here. There you go. It's still a little bit light yet, so we haven't got the maximum effect, but there's loads of people here. We'll see her on the other side. Taking a walk on the wild side over the bridge. Let's see what's on the other side. So we're here at the water side in the raindrops. What can we see? But what you can see is some of the actual illuminations already up behind us. They're not quite lit up because it's not dark enough yet, but I can spot some weird animals in the foreground. Yeah, no, there's a few of the actual boats that are lights up. So we'll show you a little bit later on.
Just going to wait here and wait for the parade.
And we'll wait for it to go properly dark and the parade. So there in the water, in the raindrops, goes us. See you later. It's a solar panel boat. What happens when it goes dark? Does it run out of power?
In a few moments, you'll hear a short history of the event and an introduction to the boats in this year's parade.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are proud to present the 2023 Parade of Illuminated and Decorated Boats. And you're going to help me light them up because we're going to have a countdown, 10 down to 0. So make plenty of noise so they light up on time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, total level lot. 126 years ago. This model is Field of Dreams. The design is of a section of the Australian football pitch and goal, with a kangaroo and a kiwi on the pitch. The model is lit by 50 candles in small glass jars and is being rowed tonight by Mary Chickadora.
Today's the day we go up there. Yep, we will be getting Tash into a cable car. There you go at the top of the van. What was that, darling?
You haven't experienced that joy yet.
What, you going up in a cable car? Is it that good a deal? And I'm only saying that because the cable cars are actually moving now. And she's panicking. She has told me that I'm going to enjoy this experience. So that's the heights of Abraham, and to get to it you go via cable car. So we'll get a picture of it, a video. Hey? You feeling a bit nervous, baby? Don't be. You've got my hand to break. Squeezing tightly. We'll see you when we're on it. Ciao for now. So we're taking a walk down the side of the river to the cable car. I know it's very pleasant. Show you the cable cars. There you go. And so this is our Christmas presents from our parents. So we'll go and see what it's like. Do you want to repeat that?
Why do I come up with such silly suggestions?
You'll be fine, baby.
I was physically sick before I went on one of these last time.
We'll be fine. So we're going underneath the arch. And as you can see, big sign advertising Heights of Abraham. I think you're very, very brave. It's a giant-sized ski resort. She's not looking forward to this. I think she's very, very brave. No, I'm smiling. You'll be fine, darling. So Tash is doing a video call with Jan, a friend of ours. We take the second one.
Yeah, that's where you're going.
Yeah, that's right. No.
There we are, to the second one then, okay. You're better in the second actually, if you're a bit nervous. There we go, are you ready?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, we're in.
Okay. These doors shut on the corner, halfway it will slow down.
Okay.
What's supposed to happen, okay?
Alright, thank you. I've just got wet from the hole in the centre.
Oh, I don't like these things.
Don't make it rock, Paul.
Why?
You had a voucher with some money off, but it expired about now, I think, you know.
Well, we had vouchers because, knowing my fear of these things, I stupidly asked our parents to get us a voucher for it for Christmas. As you do.
Limestone forms at the bottom of oceans, specifically shallow, warm oceans. So what we had was effectively a gigantic whirlpool continuing to swirl around this point for such a long time it wore away the ceiling. Now, had this been sighted in Australia, it would have gone the other way, but we would have had the same effect. It's also lit by the finest form of lighting I can think of. Right? It was I'm a child of the 80s and I love it. Disco lighting. And it will change colour. It's going to go blue in a sec, but pick your favourite. Enjoy the cycle as it goes through. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's nice at the premiering.
Having done our tour of the cavern, we're now stood on top of the hill where the exit is, and the mine shaft that we saw the bottom of in the cavern is, the top of it is just in front of us here. I'll show you that in a minute. And then the hills behind us, this whole area was all underwater 350 million years ago. Before the dinosaurs. And on the white rock behind us there was a line of what was originally coral, which is further evidence of it all being undersea originally, and fossils in the caves. It's fossils in the cavern, the same type of fossils can be seen on the Rockies in Canada, which shows how big the ice sheet was all those millions of years ago. Workers would have been lowered down this 120-foot mine shaft on a pulley system to get to work each day. And this is where the top of the mine shaft would have been, which is obviously all safely capped off now. It was in 1698 that the warm thermal waters were discovered in this area, and Matlock Bath began to develop as a luxurious destination for the few rich people at the time who could afford it. Now we've got our breath back. We're stood at the top of the Victorian Prospect Tower, which was completed and opened to the public in 1844, and was where the aristocracy used to come to see out the views across the valley. I'll do a once round of it in a minute so you can see the views. There is a historical talk going on down below, so I haven't managed to do a decent piece of video, but there is a picture inserted here at the side so you can see the tower in all its glory. And they used to have beacons firing off the top of here as well as part of the entertainment for the leisure park. So here is the view across the Derwent Valley from the top of the tower. Really pleased that we didn't come up yesterday in the drizzle and misty conditions, because we've got really good views from up here today. And there's the scary cable car that we came up on, and no doubt we will go back down on as well. There you go, there's the views all around, and that's obviously Matlock down there that you can see in the distance. Here we go, great viewing spot, stood underneath the route of the cable cars. So why is this area called the Heights of Abraham? It's named after the Heights of Abraham in Quebec in Canada, which in the 1700s, when it was named and opened as a Georgian pleasure garden, didn't really equate or mean anything to people in this country, because there was no photography, obviously no media, and no one really knew anything about the Heights of Abraham in Canada. But that's where the name comes from. There was also a battle there which General James Wolfe and his army scaled the heights of and won the battle in a 7-year war against the French. So lots of serpentine paths were put in place in the 1700s for the visitors to come and enjoy the area on, and lots of the plants were obviously not the same plants that are here now, but there was lots of plants planted to make the area attractive and for the aristocracy to come and spend their spare time.
Different owners of the actual park turned around and planted different types of forestry. The first, or shrubbery is the word, isn't it? The first owner had just native to Britain, and then like the second owner, I think it was, or the owner after him, turned around and put more exotic plants from abroad.
And then in the mid-1800s, when the railways arrived, people used to come in from further afield and come from towns and cities. Notably, one of the bigger cities they came from was Birmingham. So again, links back to our stories all going round in a circle.
A lot of frivolity, apparently.
Apparently so.
Lots of things happened in the town when they came to visit.
So this summer house was built in 1801, and you can just imagine the aristocratic ladies And the gentlemen all in their smart attire they used to wear, all seated in this summer house. Yes, they would have been able to see the vista view across the valley, which is now partly blocked by the trees. Got the tavern here in front of us, and there has been a licensed tavern on this site. Obviously this isn't the original one, since the park was first opened back in the 1700s. There is another cavern behind, the Rutland Cavern, which was one of the original caverns that was opened for tours as well. Unfortunately, we've just missed the tour to go around that one. Prior to serving refreshments to visitors, this tavern was actually opened to provide refreshments to the miners way back in the 1600s, and probably prior to that as well.
We used to take away the lead ore. Remember, the lead ore was 5 foot thick. They would have used gunpowder, and I have some gunpowder here, so don't get too close to it. So the miners would hand drill holes into the limestone, and there's evidence of that here. So these big blast areas there, hand drilled holes, would have taken them up to a day to achieve just one. You can see one just there, and that's an impact blast area. Now what they did was they hand drilled these holes into the limestone, they packed them with the gunpowder, and then they would simply go and find a hiding area and wait for the explosion to take place. Then they would come back out of hiding, fight through the smoke, and start to work off the lead ore that hit the ground.
Here we are, still trying to keep the shininess off Paul's head.
You can go off some people. Gotcha back.
We stood on the back of the boat doing this, and he nearly just pushed me in.
Yep, serves yourself right. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. It's something different. Heights of Abraham. We've got a little bit further than some others that have done it recently.
It is well worth doing if you get time to go up there. It's a
But
good
it
day
was
out.
a Christmas present, all in October.
It was.
A late Christmas present. We had them bought as presents for us, hence going and taking the most of it, making the most of it.
Lots of history though. Caverns are really interesting to go into. So yeah, like we say, well worth a visit if you've got time.
Yeah, and then we went for fish and chips.
We did. So next week's video, which we will try and do next week and not in 3 weeks' time.
I hope so. You've got far too much planned again,
Yeah,
haven't you?
is leaving Paul Barber's boatyard when the boat went back in the water.
Well, I recommend going there.
Yep, back across the Trent, short section of the Trent, back onto the Trent and Mersey Canal and into Birmingham. Ready for winter.
Locks again.
Yeah, lots of locks.
Yeah, 27 in one day if I'm correct.
Yeah.
But don't tell everybody, they'll all go, oh no.
And yeah, starting our winter preparations.
Winter preparations? Winter preparations? What are they? Shh, don't tell them. It's another one to do.
And thank you to all our new subscribers. We really do appreciate your support.
Nice to see you and meet you, and let's see you again soon.
We hope you have a good week.
So push that button, ring that bell, share us with everybody. See, they're coming to join us already. And well, share us with your friends and family, and never guess what? You'll see us around the network somewhere.
See you next week. Have a good one.
See you later.